This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Florida Gators. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with Coach Eli Drinkwitz before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That's a route the QBs and receivers should be able to connect on in their sleep. It's a simple 5-yard hitch route. Receivers got to do a better job catching the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man to the left. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff for Ball. Maybe a crease. Rams him with the stiff arm. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
The Gators are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
This is a designed run.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And is slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Simmons, under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Here's a little room there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Under fire, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him. But the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he scores! Touchdown, Missouri! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Missouri, 7-4-3. Number 19,
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Got a man, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a wide open receiver. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Got it down the field. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Ball. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gators! On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Here's Simmons to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. On the option. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
To the air, it's Simmons. Flips it out in the flat. And they'll knock him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hardy. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. The pitch. Picks up the 1st down. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the... all the way. Touchdown, Florida.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And the extra point is good. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Crosses the 30. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Running inside, it's Harris. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football.
Leaping grab for a big gain. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Calls his own number. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gator!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Simmons fires one high and deep. He's got it at the 30. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw at Simmons. Working that wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Makes the grab. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Simmons. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he got loose. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. First down and more. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Here's Simmons to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Pulled down for the tackle.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Football, it's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Simmons to throw for it on 4. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with snags it, and he's open. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running right, it's ball. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires it down the seam. Goes high to pull it in. Ripping through the defense. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
And the extra point was good. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Simmons. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Creates a little space. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it much better field position this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quickly complete. Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing.
Could be an alley. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Austin Simmons, the play fake. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DM.
Throwing Simmons. Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read.
Makes the grab in their space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Simmons on play action. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to Hardy. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here comes the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Third down play from the gun. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Punt is on its way. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to get them out flanked on the jet sweep. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Ball again. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
The option look. Pulls it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Goes to the option. Pulls it again on the option. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation.